Welcome YouTube customer. When you're using UO client connect to your UniData or Universe server, has some function issue. You want to know what's going on the server side. For the UO client, they can be UOJ, UO.NET, Intercore, a lot of like a DB tool, a lot of client tool using the UO client connect to your server. Then you want to turn on UniObjects server logging, or called UO server logging. It's very simple. Also, you don't need to restart your UniData or Universe server. You just need to create one control file called serverdebug file. It works the same way on UniData and Universe. On Universe called UVCS. On UniData called udcs or some other service name. And another important thing, when you set up the log path, the log folder must be exit. Also, the user must have write permission to write the log file to that particular folder. The following demo is just using Universe UNIX server. When you use UO connection, connect to your Universe or UniData UO server, you might see some error or some problem on the server side. So you want to see what's going on the UO server. So you need to turn on UO server log. How can you turn on UO server log? Pretty simple. Basically, you just need to create one logging control file called server debug. Is case sensitive on server side. So inside the server debug file is create on inside the Universe home or UniData home directory. And most simple setting is just one line. On Universe, you call UVCS and log level is 10 and put where is the log file. For this demo, using the UNIX, so will be /tmp/uvcs.log. Then whatever, any kind of UO connection will create a log file in the temp folder. For UniData, will be udcs. For the log label, you have a couple options. You might be turn just 1, 3, 9, or 10. For some situation, you might want to log in particular process. For example, you have a web application or the other app application you want to log in particular log. You don't want to log everything because you may be so many UO process on the server side. When you try to log in specific log file, you need to create a new service name inside the UniRPC services file. For example, here I create the additional 2 service name called uvcs_web with the timeout setting with the 300 second. Another service name called uvcs_app, then might be set the very long timeout setting. Here is try to using UNIX machine for this demo. Inside the Universe home, this machine already installed Universe 11.3.2 machine. So Universe 11.3.2, you can find out where is the Universe home directory. So here's the Universe home directory. Inside the Universe directory, you can create a file like this called uvcs10 and put where's the log file created. So this setting will create a log for every UO connection. So we can see right now we make a UO connection. So for example, here we just make a UO connection and disconnect. So after you make a connection, disconnect, then we check in the temp folder. So we just created one log file. The other is previous created. So I create this first one called uvcs.log. So you can take a look. So inside the log file, you will see how they created. Basically, they created process, two processes. One is called UV API server, another called UV API slave. If any problem, they should see the error inside the server log. Okay. So I removed all the log file in the temp folder. Go back to setting. So you might want to see particular setting. So I create different settings. So first of all, I want to see this way. So here's I set up the three service. Very important the sequence, special for UVCS 10. If you want to see the log file name like this and this, you must be put UVCS at the last one. So after you set this way, then we go back to check the logging so we can see the different ways. So for example, the first connection I use in web. So I can make a connection, this one, and disconnect, make another one. But this one is the app, and disconnect. So go back to the server temp folder. So you can see UVCS. So you will see the log file will based on the service name. So you will see the UVCS app, UVCS underscore web. If you make any other connection, you will see the UVCS log. So that's how we control the service name. So when you don't need it, basically you just need to remove it. After you remove or rename it, so normally I always like to rename it, just keep for future use. So I can rename to other name, for example, like a save. So after remove it, when you make a new connection, disconnect and go back to check the log file. So it's stick out too, so you won't create a new log file in the temp folder.